All right, everyone, Mr. Lloyd here. We're looking at section 4-4, task number 2. I'm going to go through these kind of quick. You may want to consider fast forwarding if I'm not on a question that you need. You guys just left. I'm here in my classroom waiting for the announcement that we can leave as well. And the snow has not started to fall, so let's dive in. I'm going to screenshot this and write on it like I did in class. The first thing that I notice is this person, Andrea, has recorded the number of days she swam in each of the given distances, right? So this is how far she swam. This is how many times she did each of the distances, and then this is simply the numeric version of the tally. So if you're not sure what you're looking at, if someone were to say how many times did this person, Andrea, swim 4 miles, well, 4 miles is right here, and it goes to show that she swam 4 miles 4 times. All right, don't be confused by the fact that those numbers are the same. That's kind of dumb luck. How many times did Andrea swim 3.5 miles? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she swam 3.5 miles 7 times. So that's how you're supposed to read and interpret this frequency table. So now let's try to answer the question. I won't go through that again. If Andrea swam 3.5 miles, 5 more days. When I see 5 more, it's 5 more than whatever she already has done. So she's already swam 3.5 miles, 7 days. So if Andrea swims 3.5 miles, 5 more days, that's 7 plus the 5 additional, we're going to be at 12 days. How many, so now we say, how many total days, total probably suggests we're going to add, did she swim 3.5 or 4 miles? Okay, so the 3.5 miles we've discovered is 12. And how many times did she swim 4 miles? Well, she swam at 4. And the total suggests addition, so I'm going to add them up and I get 16. So 16 is going to be my answer right there. The second question has, so I'm going to go back to the screen and type in 16. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So here we go, 16. And they're going to like that one. All right, and now Andrea's friend Dora also received the number of days that she swam. Okay, let's go ahead and do a screen grab of this one. And here we go. Andrea's friend Dora also recorded the number of days that she swam. So I'm going to go ahead and actually label this. I'm going to say this is Andrea. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a different one for Dora and kind of make a new column, right? Now, I don't know that I'm going to need to fill all of these in. But for the sake of the example, I'm going to kind of be ready to. Now it says, Andrea's friend Dora also recorded the number of days that she swam at each of the given distances. All right, so presumably she made a chart just like the one that's typed at the top. If she swam 3.5 miles, so we're looking at 3.5 miles, 5 more days than Andrea, so 5 more than this, right? 7 plus 5 equals 12, so we have that in there. How many days did both, so I'm going to use a different color, how many days did both girls, both means I'm going to add, swim 3.5 miles combined? Well, Andrea swam 3.5 miles 7 days, and Dora swam at 12 days, so 7 plus 12 is 19. So my answer down here is going to be 19. And again, I'll go back to Get More Math, type in my 19, and if all goes well, I should get my raining smiley faces, and move it on. Now, this next question only has one style. This is one that threw a few people off in class, so let's check it out. This one says, Miss Lee surveyed her students about their favorite rides at an amusement park, and they recorded their rides below. So what I see here is that 3 people prefer water slides, and 1 person prefers a pony ride, and so on. So it says, what is 6 more than the difference? Okay, so I gotta dive into this math here. 6 more than the difference between. So a couple things. The difference between, or the difference between, suggests that I'm going to have 2 things that are being subtracted. That's what the difference between means. 6 more than, I'm going to use some colors here. 6 more than means take that difference and add 6 to it. That's what that means, right? So 6 more than means add 6. So I'll go back to blue and I'll look for the difference between. So the difference between the number of students who selected bumper cars, that is here. So that's 12, so 12. And the number of students who selected water slides. Water slides are right here. Water slides are 3, so I put a 3 there. So now I just do the math. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15, and my answer is 15. All right, go back to Get More Math, type in my 15, and hopefully get it right. And if this is all you need from the video, you're in good shape. If you'd like to see another one, here's another one. It doesn't harm me to make a longer video, and if you're done and you don't need it, then you can stop. This one talks about Dracula. Simone was saying Dracula's in all of the questions. Dracula's class recorded the number of pets each student owns in the frequency table. All right, so let's be clear. There was a lot of people that were confused by this. Number of pets is what's on the left. The tally is the recording and the frequency of those pets. So what that means is that 0 people, sorry, let me rephrase this. 1 person recorded having 0 pets. 2 people recorded having 1 pet. 3 people recorded having 3 pets. 1 person recorded having 4 pets. That's what this chart is suggesting. Sorry, that's what it's saying. So let's go ahead and look at the question. If 5 more students were added to the class and they all own 2 pets or more. So let's be clear on what 2 pets or more. 2 pets or more than 2 pets, these are the ones we're looking at. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and 2 pets or more. Let's do it this way. And we added 5 more to that group. How many total students own 2 pets or more? So 2 pets or more used to be 1 plus 3 plus 1, which was 5. We added 5 more, so we are now at 10. All right, there's my 10. So I have a second part of the question, so I'm going to go type in my 10 first. I might lose it if I clear it out, so I'll keep that on there and I'll type it later. Now it says, another classroom also records the number of pets each student owns. Okay, so we have another alternate setting. So I'm going to grab my eraser tool and get rid of this because I need a column, like I did when I was dealing with Andrea and her friend. So I'm going to make a new column, and this is just going to be called, really creatively here, other, oops, let's do this, other class. All right, now I'm going to set up my chart. I don't know that I would suggest all of you need to do this chart every time, but maybe some sort of happy medium between how much work I show and no work is the right amount. Let's see what we got here. Another classroom also records the number of pets each student owns. In that class, okay, in the new class, 5 more students own 0 pets than in Dracula's class. 5 more. Okay, so 5 more than 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. So that's what I have there, right? Because they were just talking about 0 pets. And it doesn't give me any other information. Now it just says how many students in both classrooms, both is add, own 0 pets. So how many class students own 0 pets? Well, 1 plus 6. 1 plus 6, of course, is 7. So my answer will be 7. So I'm going to enter 10 and 7 and get more math. And one more time, raining smiley faces. Now I'm going to do one last question. Once again, you can time out and stop watching if you don't need this. If you do, then we'll keep tuned in. And this won't be every style of question, but it will be many of them. The last one I'm going to do in the video, though. Dora's class recorded how many people have eye color in their classrooms. So we have 4 different eye color choices, and you can see that 2 people or 9 people or 5 people or 1 person have, this would be the frequency. So they didn't give you the frequencies, but by all means we can count them up and we would know what they are. So far, so good. Now, if 2 more students are added to the class and they all have blue eyes, so we're looking at blue, and we're going to have kind of the new frequency, right? We add 2 more students, we end up with 4 students that have blue eyes. That's what it says right here. Here we go. How many students will have blue? Ooh, look at this, blue or brown. So we're looking for blue or brown eyes. So I have 4 people that have blue eyes. I have 9 people that have brown eyes, and 4 plus 9, of course, is 13. So that'll be the answer for the first question. And I believe there's a second question here. Second question says, another classroom recorded their eye colors as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my other classroom like I did before. So let's kind of do other class. And now extend this over. All right, so let's deal with the other class. In that class, okay, here we go. In that class, twice as many students as Dora's have blue eyes. Twice as many. Twice means times 2. So we're still dealing with blue eyes here. Twice as many, so the 2 times 2 is 4. It so happens to match this number. That's just dumb luck. That's not It's not a rule or anything, that's just lucky. So here we go. How many students in both classrooms, we're going to add, have blue eyes? So we have our newly improved number of 4 in the first class, and we have our twice number, or 4 in the second class, and of course, 4 plus 4 is 8, so we're going to go with 8. So I'm going to enter 13 and 8 into Get More Math right now, and if all goes well, we should get it right. Oh, we didn't get it right. All right, so I guess I have to troubleshoot. So another classroom recorded their eye color as well. In that class, twice as many students as Dora's class had blue eyes. Oh, I see what I did wrong. All right, let's see if I still have that screen recording. I should have it somewhere here. That's an old screen recording. Here we go. So the mistake I made, and I can't go back and fix it the way I'd like to, so click Edit, and I think it'll let me mark up, I think. Where do I do that? I go to Markup, thank you. My daughter's here pointing at the screen trying to teach me how to do this. All right, so let's get a good, there we go. So let's do this. So this one I made the mistake on. It said twice as many. Well, I made a mistake. I went twice as many as the original. What I should have done is done twice as many as this new improved answer. So this shouldn't have been a 4. It should have been 4 times 2 is 8. That changes the 4 is here, and the 8 should have been here. So my correct answer should have been 12. So I'm going to go back and type 12 in, and let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. Even math teachers make mistakes. Did I make it twice? I made it twice? Now I'm going to have to edit this video. How many students in both classes have blue eyes? Okay, so now the snow hasn't fallen, and I'm staring at my iPad and shrugging my shoulders, wondering what just went on. In that class, twice as many students as Dora's class have blue eyes. How many students in both classrooms have blue eyes? What in the world? There's 2. We doubled it to 4. And then another class has twice as many students as Dora's. So 4 doubled is 8. How many students in both classrooms have blue eyes? 4 plus 8 is 12. Well, I don't know that typing 12 in again is going to help me, but for the fun of it, well, now I'm totally going to have to do this problem again, which means I have to make the whole video over again, which I don't want to have to do. So let's see if, what in the world? All right, so the only other thought I really have here is maybe they don't want me, maybe they want me to imagine I have 2 and I have twice as many in Dora's class. So 2 times 2 is 4. So Dora's class has 4, and then the 2 plus the 4 equals 6. I guess that means we needed to, oh, you know what? Okay, so maybe this will work. What I said in class is that these 2 problems, the one above and below the blue line, are independent. I have a feeling that I was using this 2 more students and using that to create my new numbers. I don't think I should be doing that. So I should have, for this problem, go back to the original and then work from there. So we're going to find out if I'm right here, because 2 and then doubled is 4, and 2 plus 4 is 6. So now I'm going to put 6 in, and if 6 doesn't work, I really have no idea. And I'll just give up and hope nobody watches this far. Let's see what we got here. 6, and all right, thank goodness I got the smiley faces. All right, I think on that note I should stop because that was pretty awful. But hopefully those examples might have helped you a little bit. Good luck getting your 20 points in 4.4 task number 2.